This is part 2 of the Adobe tutorial that I mentioned I was going to do for you guys. So this tutorial is going to cover, I believe I'm going to look at the video portion of the tutorial. And for this one, just remember, if you don't know where to go, it's www.adobe.com. I'm already there. And then, of course, you go over here to the right and sign in, and everybody has access to that. So I am going to make sure, like you can see there, that I'm signed in. Now, if you're on your Mac, you also have this little guy up here that looks like an infinity symbol. So you can tap on those and they pull up something like this, essentially. But I'm going to go back from the web browser because this gives you, if you're on a Dell for students, or if you're on a Mac, this is another way you can get there. So I am this week. Last week I opened up my apps from over here. I'm going to open them from here. So I've got my projects. You're going to see that populate here first before I get into Spark. You can see that down here are the projects that I've worked on. I'm not in Adobe Spark just yet, but if I tap on these apps right here, it's going to give me access. Because right now I'm just in adobe.com. But it's going to allow me now to use all of the web. I'm going to go to the web apps and go to Spark, and I'm going to launch. Now there's a lot of different ways you can get there, but that's one way if you go from the web browser. So notice again, here's all my recent projects, and then you have create a project. Last week we worked on flyer. This week I'm going to show you video because I do think video could be super helpful for a lesson you're creating, maybe when a sub is gone, or just a lesson in general. But it's also a great tool for your kids to use on any device to demonstrate their learning, and just like we learned today, to really take learning and think about their thinking, that metacognition, with their learning. So I'm going to tap on video. It's so easy. Notice it immediately says, hey, let's create a title. So I'm going to say, let's tell a story. And then I hit next. Now it says, hey, what do you want to do? Here's some options. There's only 2 pages of options. I can make up my own, or I can pull one of their templates. And so, and you'll still have some editing options, but it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to pick this guy. So it gives me just a rough template. Now, if you create your own, then you have that option to just add on as you go. I'm going to X out of this. You can watch it. It's a really easy 1-minute tutorial. But notice along the bottom, I have 1, 2, all the way to 8 slides, and that last one is credit slides. But I can add slides as I wish, and then of course I can, like this little guy, if I tap on the 3 dots, I can duplicate, delete, or play from here. So this first slide is usually, and it's nice for kids because it will tell you, like this one says, hey, tell something about me. What is it? Why? So it will give them some little prompts based on whatever you pick. But I want to show you the tools first. It's very similar to the Spark Pages or Spark Flyer. You don't have a lot of options up here. That's really for later. What you do have are the options to the right and what's on the bottom. So I have layout, I have theme. They don't give you a ton of different themes, which is always good for kids because we know that they kind of get lost. So I can pick a theme. I'm just going to go ahead and randomly pick a theme. I'll pick flare. I can pick a background color, and there we go. Now that will give me a theme. I can also pick a layout for that page. So if I know I wanted to do a full screen, this is full screen. I can do a split screen. It only gives them 4 options. I can do a caption, or I can do a title and text. So for this one, I'm just going to do a quick full screen. And I'm going to add up here to the right. Look, it's kind of guiding me. I'm going to add a photo. I like using Find Free Photos, and I like using Pixabay. So I'm going to look for story. So notice I'm going to grab just the first one that I see just for the fun of it, and it's going to lay it on the back for me, which is really cool. So then I can always go change that if I tap right here, or I can make it smaller or larger. So I can change it anytime I want, and then I can add my title. So I can do a text or an icon. I'm going to do text, and I'm going to say, let me tell you a story. And I can make the font bigger or smaller very simply. So it doesn't give them a lot of options. It's using the theme I chose to select the font. So that I'm going to say, unless I want to do something different, I can put some audio here. So if I tap there, I can add audio to the slide. Notice over here, this is how much time the slide will play, the length, and it defaults usually to, I think, around 2 seconds, but if you want it to go longer, it can go all the way up to 30 seconds. So we'll just put that at like 4. And you can always play it. So it will kind of show you what it will look like if you added any sort of action. And then this is just telling you, hey, introduce yourself. Let's do some audio for it. So I'll show you what that looks like. So I'm going to allow my microphone. And notice when I tap on it, I'm going to hold it down. Let me tell you a story today. Now, if I want to play that, let me tell you a story today. Now, notice it has music. I can change that in just a few minutes. I'm going to show you how to change that, but it automatically defaults to put that in there for you. Now, I'm going to tap on slide number 2. It is blank. If I want to add a photo, I can add a photo here. I can leave it blank. I can add a video, or I can add an icon or text. So let's say I want to add a video. I'm going to tap there just to show you what happens. Now, on this particular type of video, you do have to have it downloaded to your desktop. So it's not something where you could put a link to YouTube. So because it's like putting a video within a video. So you do need it downloaded. If I put text, I can type here and say, one day in a far away land. So there we go. I'm going to make it a little smaller. I can take and move the box. Whoopsies. Sorry. There we go. I can add if I want to do a photo background. So let's say, here we go. I'm going to add that little guy to the back. One day in a faraway land. I can change the timing. I can also go in here and add more audio, like me speaking on top if I wish. So the next one, we're going to add some more text. There was a queen. And now what I want to do is I'm going to make that a little smaller, and I want to add a photo of, and let me show you this queen. Let's see, we'll find a picture here. Sure, we'll just use that one. Now, I don't want it to be that large, so I'm going to take, and I want it to be quite a bit smaller. So give me just a minute. There we go. Actually, I think I want it even smaller. It's defaulting. There we go. So you can kind of play with it. Yeah. It's being persnickety. All right. And then I'm going to go to the next one. Now I could, again, always be adding audio, but let's say I want to add an icon. So I'm going to add, let's see if I put king in here, what happens. So notice it automatically gives me all sorts of chess pieces or crowns. So I'm going to add a crown there. And if I tap on that, notice I've got an icon there, and it tells me where it came from and all that good stuff. But it defines it, or it gives it the color of whatever template you selected. So let's say we could add a photo behind it, or we could add a video. There we go. You also have this resize if you want your widescreen or you want it to be a square, and that will change everything. So we had a widescreen, so we'll kind of leave it there. Let's see what else. I can add more if I want to, or actually if I tap right now, it's going to change that. Let's see if we put text. See, it takes it away. So we'll leave that there. I could put some audio with it. And let's say we're going to put text. The queen was not very nice. Blah, blah, blah. Now, you kind of get the drift. Like, it's pretty generic. Like, you don't have a lot of options for design, so that keeps kids on focus. Now, I've been functioning in full screen. I want to show you the split screen. So every one of the tiles that I've been working on, I could change to a split screen if I wished. And now I could add an icon or picture. So I'm going to put mean queen. I don't know what will happen. Let's see. Oh, well, that's interesting. Let's just put mean and see what happens. And we'll do this one. Now notice I could switch these and it just switches which side each of them are on. So it takes just a minute. The queen was not very nice. Now if I go to this guy, and right now I am in full screen. If I want to do caption, it's going to do a setup like this. If I get a photo, and let's say I pick this photo, and then down below it, I can put, so the people wanted to leave the kingdom. This is an awful story, sorry. And again, you can make it smaller or bigger. So you kind of see, I can also come back here and I can add in some more icons, photos. This layout actually gives you a little bit more options with your adding things to the page. And then let's go, or the tile, whatever you want to call it. And then here, this next tile, I'm going to show you title and text. So notice you have 1, 2, 3. Whoops, sorry about that. 1, 2, 3 places you can add. So if I want to add a photo, I can add, let's pick something kind of simple. And I could tap in background, mean background. I don't know what that's going to give us. Sure, we'll do this one just so you can kind of see this. And then I can here add a title. So the kingdom was empty. And then I'm going to add more text here. The end. Boom. So there you go. But notice those are both, because this says title and text. You have title and you have text. Now I can change again. I can change the length here. I can add in anything I want to do there. And then this last little guy is add your own credits. And so you could change and put by me, or by one employee, and by that student, whatever. Now, I have over here, we've looked at layout, theme, resize, music. So because we chose a template, it automatically has music with it. You can turn the music off, especially if you're trying to tell a story, but you can also go and pick music. So you can look through all of these like theme pieces. So my story was awful, so maybe horror movie. That sounds like a great one, so I'm going to add my music. So, oh, cancel. There we go. You can also add your own music. Sorry about that. So, when I'm all finished, I can preview. So if I preview, let me tell you a story today. So that's how I shared it, which clearly I didn't select my music. I liked the horror movies music, so that's what I should have selected. And I want to go all the way back to the front and select that. Okay. Anyway, you get the picture. I better pause and I have preview, I have share. Now I can publish, and that's going to give me a link. I can download it and save it to my computer if I wish to do so. I can invite people. The easiest thing if a student's trying to share this with you is probably going to be publish and have them send you a link. They will pick education. They can do a subtitle and then create link, and they can email it to you so that you can share it. Or of course, if they have iPads, they can put AirPlay it to your board. But great for teachers to use if you want a really novel way to share a lesson. Very simple to use. Really great for students to use to take learning and really chew it up and try to put it in some sort of format where they show you what their understanding is. And you really can't mess it up. So the one thing I didn't share, remember down here at the bottom while this is processing, is you can get rid of any of these. If you have too many tiles, you can delete them. And then if you like your background, you can always duplicate and edit, and then you can always add as many as you need to. And then these guys are nice because you can drag them. So it's super intuitive. So that is Adobe Spark, and that is the video portion. So next week I will share with you guys the web page portion, which I like to think of it as app smashing, where students or teachers can put all sorts of different media like videos or just text or pictures in a real easy format. So let me know if you need help. If you need a video for your students, you can use this one, or I'll do another one. Or if you want me to come sit with you and help you out, I'm always happy to do that. Have a great day.